I know the sky's falling outside.
Yes.
You know, it's falling, and I get that, and the fans are reeling just a little bit. But, you know, we're going down to Dallas, and our guys are going to be ready to play, and we're going to win that football game. And when we do, we're in first place in the NFC East. We control our own destiny. We're right where we need to be.
That's Doug Pederson, coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, on WIP Radio on Monday morning, and he said, we're going to win. It kind of got slipped in there, Chris, but it was unmistakable. Doug Pederson making it clear that the Eagles are going to win. And I appreciate that, Doug, because we're doing a bad job, Chris, of picking the games on Sunday night. I'm glad that there's a time machine involved here that Doug Pederson can let us know who to pick so we get this week's right.
Oh, yeah, seriously. I appreciate this aspect about Doug Pederson. I mean, he instills confidence in the rest of his football team. You know, we just talked about it a few minutes ago. I mean, that was, I think, a big reason of their Super Bowl run a few years back. His ability to have the guts to go for it in some big situations and rally his team around him. And I think this is another one of those moments. You know, I think the team's probably doubting themselves a little bit right now. The way they got beat by Minnesota up in Minnesota this past weekend, he knows maybe they need a little something like this to back them into the corner. Hey, coach has still got confidence in us. He'll probably say something tomorrow morning and address it in the team meeting, you know, and make it a little bit of a rallying cry. And the players will back him because they don't want him to be wrong.
Here's the problem, though.
Yeah.
For as much as we like what Doug Pederson had to say on WIP yesterday when he just casually and nonchalantly said we're going to win, he was asked about it later in the day at his regular Monday press conference, and he backtracked a little bit. Here's Pederson with the media yesterday afternoon.
Never said guarantee a win. No, I'd never do that.
So you told us attempt to win a game, and on the radio you said we're going to go down there and win a game. Do you regret just the way you phrased it, or?
No, because again, it shows confidence in our football team, and I promise you, you know, Jason Garrett's going to say the same thing with his team. They're going to win the football game as well, and you know, I'm not going to stand up here and go on record and say we're going to go down there and try to win a game. You know, we're going to, man, hopefully we can go win this. You know, I mean, it just doesn't show confidence.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's a tough needle for him to thread, though. Hey, we're going to win the game, so you guarantee it? No. But we're going to win. So you guarantee it? No. But we're going to win. I mean, that word guarantee, I think for my generation and Pederson's generation, it means a lot more because it all goes back to Joe Namath in Super Bowl III.
I get it.
And that was like hallowed ground for 25 years. Like, I don't think between Joe Namath in Super Bowl III and Mark Messier in the 1994 Stanley Cup
7,
championship run, right? That it was like you never guaranteed anything.
Right.
And then after Messier did it, it's like, you just willy-nilly guarantee. Who cares? It's not like they're going to come throw me in jail if it's wrong. But I think that's why Pederson, I'm trying to reconcile what seems irreconcilable. We're going to win the game. So you guarantee it? No. But we're going to win the game. It's kind of comical. And, yeah, you want to show confidence, but I mean, back it up. You're saying we're going to win the game. Yeah, we're going to win the game. All right, we're going to win the game. Well, and if they don't, all right, we didn't win the game. I was wrong. So what?
Yeah, well, I think there is a little bit of a difference. I mean, it wasn't like it was a one statement. I guarantee we're going to win the game, and that's it. Like, and then you walk off the podium. Like, it was more about, hey, you heard what he said. Hey, I know the sky is falling, and everybody's panicked here in Philadelphia, and the fans are all worried and all that. Well, we're going to go down there and win a game in Dallas. It wasn't a guarantee type
I think the kind of deadpan, nonchalant delivery made it even more impactful. Like, it's a given. Like, why even bother to guarantee it? It's factual.
Yeah.
We're going to win.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it. Now, Dallas is certainly going to take it and try to use it as motivation on their own side. I mean, they are. There's no doubt that'll be something that's talked about in the locker room.
That's the problem with it.
That is.
That's exactly the problem with saying that publicly.
And it's just weird after a week in Philadelphia where we saw Zach Brown, who just been cut by the Philadelphia Eagles, talk about Kirk Cousins, whatever. He basically talked trash about Kirk Cousins and said he can't beat us, and then Kirk Cousins torched his butt out there on Sunday, and that's where it's a little bit weird too, just the timing of the ball. But I don't think Doug Pederson was saying it to make a headline or do anything like that. I really do think he was just kind of saying it like, of course, yeah, we're going to win. I believe we're going to win. He's got to think that way. That's the way football coaches are, players are. They're machines.
But here's the thing, and I think we're drilling down to the problem here. You have to think that, But when you say it, you do give the other team something. And coaches and players all the time, they're like, oh, we don't pay any attention to the noise. Yes, you do. They do pay attention to the noise. I mean, you've got Richard Sherman, who is angrily and defiantly insisting that reporters who wrote the 49ers off before the season continue to say those things because they want to have the bulletin board material.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear how great they are. They want to hear how bad they are, because you take that and use it as motivation. You take Doug Pederson saying the Eagles are going to win as motivation. And the motivation manifests itself, Chris, not just in what you do on game day. I firmly believe this, and you tell me if I'm wrong. When you've got extra motivation leading into a game, that means on Tuesday, you're going to do everything you need to do to have the best possible Tuesday of game week that you can have. Whether you're rehabbing, studying film, studying the game plan, you're going to lock in. You're going to dial in. You need to be hydrated. You're going to be hydrated. You need to avoid that donut. You're going to avoid that donut. You need to get your lift in. You're going to bust your ass in the weight room to get your lift in. It leads into Wednesday. Same thing at practice. I mean, you're more focused. You're more locked in. You're more dialed in. And then when Sunday rolls around, you're better equipped to win the game. And that motivation, that extra little kick in the butt that you got from that statement that someone made, is the thing that caused you to push all the cobwebs out and the week in and week out grind of the NFL and do everything you need to do to get yourself ready to win. That's where I believe the bulletin board material has its biggest impact.
No, Mike, you're 100% right. You're right. Yeah, I mean, just moments where I've been through that in whether it was college, the NFL, even high school. Yeah, you use it as fuel as you're sitting there putting your pads on, getting ready to go out to practice. Somebody will make a comment, and everybody's like, "Yeah, he did say that. Let's screw that guy. Let's go." The other side of that story is, though, Philadelphia is the ultimate. We're backed into a corner, and watch out. Whether it's a Super Bowl run or what we saw last year, it will rally their team as well to where they're going to go, we want to make our coach look right here, and it's gonna put pressure on him too, because he's writing checks with his mouth that his butt can't cash there. So where he's going to go in and go, okay, yeah, maybe I have a little pressure on myself. I might have to come up with 5 or 6 plays to design this week just to screw Dallas over, just to make sure I don't seem like an idiot here when it's all said and done, or people try to reignite this conversation. So there is that side of it as well, where it'll motivate the team that has said it, especially when it's a coach, coming out and saying it that way, and a coach that's well respected by his team at that.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.